What would your advice be to someone, let's say their goal is $10,000 in passive income a month.
Yeah.
Real estate is something that they're interested in. How would you recommend somebody like that backs into that goal?
Yeah. So I do it with my coaching students all the time. If 10,000 is the goal, well, yeah, if 10,000 is the goal, well, let me say this first. Any number can be the goal. What I really stress to people is find the basic needs number first.
Mm.
Be, by basic needs, I mean if you have 4 grand of bills a month, like basic bills, your rent, your food, your gas, going out once or twice, like basic bills.
Yeah.
Focus on that number first, because once you hit that number, life changes. Stress goes away. You technically don't need your job. Stress goes away. When people, I agree, shoot for the stars, land on the moon. I'm with you. But when people focus on massive numbers that seem insurmountable, it stops them from even moving. You know what I mean? So I help people, but I do help people get to those numbers. We reverse engineer it. Okay. So if you want 10 grand a month, then what is the asset class that you want to work with? Is it multifamily? Is it single family? There's the money goal of it, but there's also the what can it do for you type goal. Like, do you want to be actively involved? Do you want to be passively involved? Whatever it is. You can reverse engineer the number of deals that you need to do to get to that number. And the way that we do it is, okay, how much money you make? All right, what are your bills? Okay, what's left? What is the amount that's left? Because that's your storage number. So let's say you can store $2,500 a month. That means it's going to take you 10 months to get to 25,000. So let's say 25,000 is down payment for a place. Okay, now we're on a 10-month schedule. Here's the cool thing. Like, some of my coaching students do this. I challenge them. I'm like, your storage is 2,500. How are we going to get that up to 3,200?
Mm.
You know what some of my coaching students have done? This is some good stuff. Like, one particular amazing human, if she hears this, she gonna know I'm talking about her, but I'm gonna talk coy about it. She lives on the East Coast. She has a virtual career. She makes about like 150. And I said to her, no, you gotta employ Pareto's law. Just do 20% of the things at the JO. That's going to give you 80% of the result. Your job is to make sure those 2 paychecks come in, but how are you going to increase your storage? She's like, well, I can reduce my expenses. I was like, nah, think more abundantly. Well, she added a second virtual career. Neither of the careers know that she's at the other. So instead of making 150, she's making almost 300 grand now. So her storage almost doubled. Actually, more than that. So instead of taking 10 months to get to her first place, she got to her first place in 4 months.
Wow.
It's a game. It's a game. You can play it. So you reverse engineer, you store, you buy the asset. Hopefully that asset spits off a little bit of cash flow. You add that to your storage too. The next one won't take you 10 months. It might take you 9 months.
Yeah.
You do it again. The next one's not 9 months. It takes 8 months. You do it again. Well, now you have 3 plus your careers. Plus, I'm going to go drive Uber Eats. I want to make this thing go faster. It's just this rhythm you have to get into. The problem is people lack patience and consistency nowadays. Everybody lives in an instant society. They want to hit the lottery right away. But even if you hit the lottery, you've not built up the skills to maintain it or to multiply it anyway. Might as well go the right route. But that's how I reverse engineer it with people. We literally, what's the number? How many deals we got to do? How long is it going to take? We know exactly when we're going to have enough for the down payment. Or if you want to move it faster, get a partner. Get with their money, maybe give them 30%, you keep 70%. We get that train rolling. And the people who have the patience and consistency and lack of ego to let it work, it will work.